What up? It's DJ Envy. Now, shout out to Real Estate Heat TV. They got the hottest new real estate channel. Shout out to my man, real estate coach AnThony Legins and coach Armond Wright. They bring the heat with the latest strategies and techniques to take you to the next level. So make sure you subscribe now, right? Salute.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Armond and AnThony Show. I'm co-host AnThony Legins, and of course, we got the one and only Mr. Armond Wright in the house.
What's happening? What's happening? What's up, my brother AnThony in the building? What's happening?
Hey,
yeah, we gonna bless with him today, man.
We
gonna bless on him.
Hey, man, you know what we were talking about earlier, man. You know about why you sometimes have problems with selling your home.
Yes.
It's not selling as quickly as you think it should. And, you know, we were discussing that can apply just not to your average traditional home seller, but even with those that are out here wholesaling properties.
Yes. Yes.
You know, so we want to just share a little bit of our knowledge. You know, Armond and I are real estate brokers. We've been active and practicing this for over 17 years.
Yes.
We both started about the same time. So, I mean, you know, we have a lot of experience with determining values and helping people price their homes accurately. So I'm gonna let Armond touch on it a little bit.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people, well, some people, they come to, I have one experienced investor that mentioned that he was having some opportunity on selling the house, meaning that basically the house wasn't selling, wondering why it's not selling. Basically, when you have a house, whether you're experienced or not experienced, if you got a house that is not selling, it's not selling because of two things. One of two things. Either one is the price, right? It's not priced correctly, right? So say, for example, if you go to a realtor or you pull some comps online and you kind of seeing what the properties are selling in the area, the ultimate determination of whether the house is going to sell for a certain price is somebody buys it. So when they buy it, that's the value of the home. That, you know, when they buy it, that's the value of it. You know, you got the comps and you got the data and the statistics and things like that give you a good indicator of what the market is doing, but the ultimate value is when somebody buy it. So if your house is not selling, more than likely it's the price. Now, if it's priced right and you're getting a lot of shows and viewings and things like that, and it's still not selling, maybe the condition. So say, for example, you got the smelly carpet and you got all the dog odor and things like that in the house, and you got it priced in the right range. You know, that odor is going to affect the determination whether somebody buy it or not. They just not feeling it if you got some off smell or some funky color, like you got a house and it's bright orange or stupid looking pink. You know what I mean? It's not selling. It's either the price or the condition.
There it is. So over. No, I'm just playing. Nah, but yeah, no doubt. That's that, man. Armond, you hit it on the nail, my brother. I mean, you know, and I think that, you know, sometimes, you know, people understand that, you know, and, you know, especially when I'm dealing with traditional homeowners over the years, there's a lot of sentimental attachment to the home, which is, you know, very important. I understand, you know, lived in that home for, you know, 15, 20 years, you raised the kids, you know, all types of special memories. And, you know, that's valuable. You know, it's very valuable, especially to you. However, there's a problem when it comes to trying to translate that into marketable value. Right. So, you know, we have a tendency to think that our homes are worth more than what they really are. I mean, even myself, I mean, you know, I want to put mine on the high end of the of the market, but you know, the truth is we have to have a very accurate evaluation of what the prices are in your area, in your immediate area. You know, so like, say for example, when I do comps on a property, I start off just a quarter mile outside of the area of the home. Right. And then I start extending my range from there. So I'm trying to find out exactly what around your immediate area what those homes that are similar to yours are selling for. So it's a detailed analysis. Then if there's not as many as I'm looking for, I'll expand to a half a mile. I usually don't really go outside a half mile personally, but I know appraisers sometimes they might go out to a mile, but you know, I try and keep it, you know, pretty tight so I can try and get the best and most accurate price determination for my clients. And I think that's important. I think that's a key piece that some wholesalers are missing out here. You know, they're just maybe, I don't know if they're pulling numbers out the air, you know, hypothetical, or, you know, some homeowners, they'll say, hey, my home is worth, you know, 135, you know, because such and such house down the street sold for 135, but the house down the street was a, you know, 4-bedroom, 2-bath colonial, and their house is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath ranch. I mean, you know, so you can't, that's like comparing apples and oranges. Like, what do you think, Armand?
Man, I agree with you 100%. That's a good thing you touched on the wholesalers. So, you know, as we kind of comment on with the wholesalers, I mean, wholesaling, I mean, I was doing it like that as well, wholesaling, you know, without a license at, you know, at the time. So I like to see the wholesalers go from the wholesalers. If you are wholesaling without a license, I like to see you go from that point to getting licensed and then flying straight above board, being a professional with it, because it's a lot more things you can do. It's going to add more value to your business, right? So if you are a wholesaler, I mean, you know, that's awesome, but let's step your game up a little, one notch, and become a licensed real estate agent. And then let's step your game up even further and becoming a real estate investor. So let's just, you know, if you wholesaling, you got a pretty good business and you banging it up, man, go ahead and get your license. And then from getting your license, go ahead and become a real estate investor, you know? So just kind of, you know, stepping your game up. That's the kind of the pipeline that we kind of paint, the picture that we kind of paint for people. We want you to just kind of go from one step to the next step.
Listen to that, man.
Yeah, we recognize where you're at.
That's a wise man right there.
We want you to get licensed so you can fly straight above board, because a lot of laws are changing and whatnot, making wholesaling a little bit more of a challenge. So go ahead and get licensed in your area and just kind of master your craft. Why wouldn't you want to master your craft? If you into something right now, you just gonna get it off of an assignment fee or a double closing. So you get your license, you can get it. You can get it multiple different ways. You can get a referral fee. You can do a listing. You can get other people up under you. You know, it's a pretty good book by Gary Keller, the millionaire real estate agent. So you got a lot of other things you can do. And like I said, with that additional income, you can buy properties and become an investor. You create a business, like we were kind of talking about on the other show. You create a business that is not only going to support yourself, but it can support your family. And then it's something that you can kind of leave on, like a legacy, right? The skill level, and you building this business. Because right now, you know, as a wholesaler, you wouldn't really say that wholesaling is this a business model. It's just kind of something that you're doing. Just like a real estate agent. A real estate agent, I mean, it's just kind of something that you're doing, like an occupation. But when you come and a real estate investor, you're gonna have money coming into you without your effort. Without your effort, you're getting that passive income. So I just like to see the wholesalers kind of just, you know, step the game up.
Yeah, Armand. That's what I'm talking about, brother. And you know, that's interesting because one of our viewers had mentioned that they were a wholesaler that was working on getting their real estate license.
That's awesome.
I told them, man, almost what you had just said, Armand. said, you know, you can be both. And I told him, like, that's what Armand does. I mean, you know, you should reach out to Armand. You know what I'm saying? Give Armand a call, because that's how he got started. You know, I got started a little different. I got in and I didn't know anything. You know, my grandfather suggested I get into real estate. So, you know, and the thing is that I got kind of duped on an investment property and bought a quick claim deed, didn't know anything about you owe the back taxes when you buy it on quick claim deed. And then I was trying to sell it, didn't know how to sell it. My grandfather, this is how ignorant I was of real estate. My grandfather told me I needed to get an appraisal.
Right.
And I didn't even know why. I didn't understand why you needed an appraisal to sell a property. So, I mean, you know.
Right on.
all you need is a little bit of education, and then eventually you can just pick up from there and get to going. But definitely education is key. And that's one of
Yes.
our things that we strive to do. We hope that we provide you some useful knowledge, and from some of the feedback we've been receiving as of late, we're doing pretty good with it. So we really want you to continue to listen, to subscribe, to like, to
Yes.
comment, make suggestions, if there's anything that you would like us to talk about, because we have a wealth of knowledge to share. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Armond?
I agree with you 100%, brother Anthony.
Thank you.
Wholesalers, man, mad love for you, man. I wholesale,
No doubt.
and just mad love for you. Keep doing your thing, but go ahead and get your real estate license. It's not that hard. You take the test, pass the test, you get licensed, you all good, and then you can got those other different avenues that you can kind of monetize. You know what I mean? And then as you wholesaling, and this is another thing too. It's a lot of positive buzz for the wholesaling, but as you wholesaling, put aside some of that money so you can buy the properties, so you can buy the properties, and then you can become a owner, so you can kind of build that wealth. That's what it's all about.
Sir.
Wholesaling, that's cool. But we want you to build that wealth.
Hey man, that's exactly what we're talking about. Hey, and you just touched on something, because we gave some key information on what you could do with that wholesale money on this episode of How to Buy the Hood.
Yes.
Armond, was my special guest on there, man. And hey, you guys want to check that out, man? We laid it out.
Absolutely.
How you can start doing some things right now. And
Yeah.
that's a perfect thing to do with that wholesale money,
Absolutely.
Go ahead and check that out. I'm not even gonna tell you. You're gonna have to just go ahead and look and see that one. It's How to Buy the Hood,
Yes.
and you'll see what we're talking about. But I'm very happy to be sharing this knowledge with you today.
Yes.
And we're gonna get going to get ready to wrap it up, man. Go on, take us up out of here, brother Armond.
Man, I want to say thank you for all the people that's been watching. We were talking before the show, and people all over the world is watching. That's what's up, man. And we appreciate you. And we're gonna keep bringing this heat, keep bringing this knowledge, just trying to help you as much as possible. It was a gentleman that's a real estate agent that was in another country, and he gave a comment, man. We appreciate that. So if anybody got any questions, some topics you want us to touch on future shows, just go ahead and type it down in the comments, and we'll get back with you. And if you're interested in coaching, you can contact Brother Anthony. You can contact me, and we'll help you out. Our phone numbers are posted below. And man, we appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the comments and things. So make sure you like, subscribe, post it on your Facebook, tell a friend. Tell everybody.
Man, you heard the man there.
Yes.
Hey, and I just want to real quick before we get up out of here, if any of you are interested in pursuing your real estate license, we can help you along with that too. That can be part of our coaching program that we gear specifically for you, because we're brokers. So we've taken the real estate agent exam and the broker exam, which is even more extensive. So, we have that knowledge as well. So, just tap into it, get with us, connect with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm AnThony Legins. Got my man Armond Wright, the one and only. This is the Armond and Anthony Show.
Yes.
And we out.
Absolutely.